Yes guys, back with another video, CTB, Cam Talks Boxing. Let's talk about Haney and Kambosos, the rematch in Melbourne on October 15th. Will Haney go for the knockout? Let's talk. Let's get straight into it. So this is obviously a rematch that Haney was obliged to take, with the 2-fight contract being in Australia, and it's not really a fight that we wanted as fans. We obviously would have liked Haney to perhaps go on to fight Lomachenko, who actually wouldn't be ready anyway right now. But still, Haney could have fought Tank. He could have fought, there's just other matchups for Haney to fight Garcia. I just think the rematch wasn't needed. I think Haney could have, even if it was just another defense of his undisputed championships, I think there's other matchups that would be interesting, and we just didn't want this rematch, So it's obviously happening, and let's just talk about it basically. So we saw the press conference last week. You can actually see Kambosos back to his normal self, quite hungry, quite humble. He's actually a lot more humble than he was prior to winning the fight against Teo. So yeah, I think he's really been humbled. But look, give credit to George Kambosos Jr. He hasn't made many excuses. He's taken a defeat quite well, and look, he's probably just hungry again and wants to win the undisputed championship again in front of his fans. But I just can't see it happening. I just think there's levels. He could make it a bit more of a competitive fight, but I just think Devin Haney's a couple of levels above. He's a great boxer. His style's all wrong for George Kambosos. And personally, I think obviously if Teo was at his best and his head was in the right place, I think he would have made light work of George Kambosos Jr. in the first place, which is obviously what he thought as well. Hence, he underestimated George Kambosos and didn't really prepare with a game plan in that fight. But yeah, I think Haney's going to easily outbox him. I think his jab's one of the best jabs in boxing. Guys, let me know what you think. Who has the best jab in boxing right now? But I put it in the thumbnail. Will Haney go for the knockout? We've seen at times when he does try and go for the knockout, he becomes a bit more vulnerable. Against Linares, he started trying to put it on. He tries to up the pace and up the offense against Linares, and that's when he essentially got caught. Even against Jojo Diaz, he was getting caught a bit more when he was trying to attack Jojo Diaz more and obviously try and create that opportunity for the stoppage. But let's see how. I think he should take a bit more risk. I think that does kind of make the fights. It will improve his chances of becoming more of a pay-per-view star if he does take a few risks. Because it's interesting to see because I saw a video of him recently on the pads, and he does look like he's getting stronger. He's only 22. I think he's just turned 23 perhaps. And so he will definitely get stronger. Whether his punch power will increase, wow. Because if his punch power does increase, then he will honestly be like the complete fighter. Obviously right now he's not like the heaviest of handed. He's not that heavy handed. He couldn't really get Gamboa out of there or Linares. So it'll be interesting to see, to be honest. I think if he does get the knockout against Kambosos, I think that will be a statement. It's just whether he would do that or not. I'm confident Haney will get a wide unanimous decision again by outboxing him. But I think if he can try and go for the knockout, I think that'll be amazing. And who knows, George Kambosos might make it a bit more of a difficult fight. But I just think if Haney was going to be vulnerable, it would have been then. I think obviously bigger stadium. His dad wasn't in his corner until the night. Just so much on the line. He could have got robbed. Obviously that would have been in his mind. The pressure. He's only 22 now. That he's been in there with George as well, George Kambosos, and he knows how kind of comfortable it was. I think he'll cruise through it. But let me know what you think, guys. Do you think Haney will go for the knockout? I hope he does.
I can't even pronounce her name. Talking numbers on the phone while I'm getting brains. Switch 4 lanes, I'm in my own lane. You can catch me riding in that foreign thing.